Hello everyone, Had here. We are back in Disco Elysium, and a couple of announcements. I thought about it sometime yesterday, and I arrived to the conclusion that Disco Elysium is, at this point in time, much more fun for me than Football Manager 2022, and I would like to play it until we finish it. I have some, some content in mind regarding this game after I finish it, and regarding my YouTube channel also. And yeah, I just want to finish it. I'm just having too much fun in it. So what we will do is today we also want to be playing Football Manager 2022. I can't do those kind of changes because, to be honest with you, I don't like, my channel's really tiny, so I think it's not too much harm done. And yeah, I just feel like playing Disco Elysium, to be honest with you. This game is just too great at this point. So yeah, we will be sacrificing our FM22 slot for another Disco Elysium slot. So basically every stream day that I do, there will be two streams of Disco Elysium and two let's play videos put on YouTube that are around 3 hours each. So yeah, I think thanks to that we will be finished with Disco Elysium. Well, maybe we have 6-7 streams left, I think, of this game. Now we'll see. But yeah, I think we will do it like that. And regarding my schedule, so yeah, we will start doing that today, right? So after 3 hours of the stream, we will have a little bit of a break, and then at 9:30 PM CET we will play another 3 hours of Disco Elysium, and we will start doing that. At Saturday I will have a break, but I will be back on Sunday, and we will do again just that. So 3 hours of Disco Elysium at 5 PM CET, then a little bit of a break, then at 9:30 PM CET another 3 hours of Disco Elysium, and you will do that until the game will end. Yeah, regarding my schedule, I still am not sure what I will do with it, because I want to have a little bit more of a time for myself also, and for this new job that I'm preparing for, and real stuff, real life stuff, unfortunately. So maybe I will do something like, one day will be my stream day, one day will be my off day, something like that. So basically, if we will do that, then yeah, Monday will be my day off, then Tuesday will be my stream day, Wednesday maybe will be my stream day, Thursday will be my day off, Friday will be my stream day, something like that. Yeah, we will figure it out, and once I figure it out on Sunday, then I will update the Twitch schedule and update all the things. Also my Twitch extension that counts down to my next stream, so regardless of your time zone, you know when I'm going live. Yeah, that's it of me rambling. Sorry about that, but I just wanted to be clear with all of you. I just love too much this game to pass on it, I think. And also in FM22 we are in this part of the season that we are in the beginning of the second season. There isn't much happening, I don't think, so we can do that. I just want to finish this game. Yeah, let's do that. And also regarding the Twitch extension, of course forgot to do that once again. Wait a second. I will just get my token key to activate it, so we can play together. You can vote for my dialogue options, and you can impact my roll chances. So yeah, let's copy that. Let's go into the options. Twitch integration. Okay, we established the connection. Right, so without further ado, let's continue our Disco Elysium adventure. And we will have 6 hours of it today, or maybe even a little bit more than that. So yeah, we will be doing a lot of progress today, I think. That's great. And I hope... Yeah, sorry once again for frame drops yesterday and for my internet connection. I'm hoping that it will not happen again. I will look at look at it really closely. If there will be some difficulties, then I will just, you know, end the stream, because having like dropped frames is not good. Also for the recording and for the YouTube viewers. Right, we ended on here. What the hell I wanted to do? Let's talk to each of these guys again.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Good morning, Tycoon! Yeah!
He shouts, apparently unaware of the time of the day. Right, we have to do this check. Physical instrument. Maybe your body can tell you what Arno van Eyck's jam is missing to make it harder core. Sure. I think we have some like bonuses for physical instruments in our items. Yeah, this thing, +1. What else? Do we have any minuses? I don't think so. Nope. Okay, do we have any more bonuses? Yeah, but this is also a shirt, so it doesn't do much. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. The phone pants are a physical instrument. I think that's it. I thought there would be more, to be honest with you. Okay. No matter. Let's see. Let's take off this now. Yeah, I am looking kind of like ruthless right now. To be fair.
The large-headed.
Good morning, Tycoon!
58%.
Yeah!
Okay, we have some chance. Let's try it. 50-50.
You know it
Yes.
in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's low. And in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chord ache.
Okay. Needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move, like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And the melody. A good melody is what makes the song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
Okay, so you're basically turning techno or anodic music into disco. Okay. Yeah. The wheels of the world are just keep spinning around, I guess. Right. I don't know. I was thinking you would know. Nowhere. I'm not gonna become some sort of anodic cup too. I've got enough. Yeah, maybe you would know.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about anodic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
Oh, okay. I'll look into it in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go hard. Alright, I'll see if I can, if I come up with something on my own. A citizen investigation. I really don't have time for this. Of course I do have time for this. Number 1, it will be the official police investigation.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Okay. Alright, so you have to make Van Eyck's jam harder core.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. A
Oh.
reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Okay, there's a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. Okay, I will look there. Great, great. Thank you, Shivers. It feels cold.
Does it?
He looks around, looking for the cold. Rue de Saint-Gislain, I've been there.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge.
Yeah,
The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour.
yeah.
It's got the lanterns and the...
So basically, right, like next to Waterlock, right?
I knew that! I could have said that!
Okay, we'll look for the tape.
and the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway,
Shake it off.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, cop man.
Yeah, I will make beats go even harder, don't worry.
Copman!
Yes, I get. Hey, I have a tape with me. Maybe you can use it to improve Vinayak's jam. Yeah, the smallest church in So.
Tape! Yeah!
He grins.
Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
Oh, no, not not smallest church in So. The Greater Door Gunner Megamix. So this is, I believe, the piece of evidence that Titus gave me. I mean, this is in the music. I got you this banging Megamix.
Alright!
He snatches the tape from your hand and attaches it to the empty reel slot. One hand on his headphones, he listens to the audio. Then, shaking his head, he says,
No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared!
okay.
Keep it positive! Keep the love in the house!
He hands the tape back to you. Yeah, I figured that like, it isn't music, right? Okay, never mind.
Capital forever!
Yeah, I made Egghead to be ultra liberal. Alright, keep it up, Egghead.
so you had a talk with Andre.
Yeah.
Now you want to discuss things with Noid?
He stopped over his toolbox as usual, shuffling bolts around angrily.
That's fine, man. But I've got to warn ya, our signs are still off. It'll take some time for me to get my sigh on.
But I thought we'd be okay now, sign-wise.
I'm doing what I can.
He continues to rearrange his tools.
He looks like a well-thought-out individual. The synchronization might be worth it in the long run.
I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Why describe it if you already know what I mean? I mean this one, show the sticker on your ledger, yeah. Okay, it's a yellow circle, the human face, with X's for eyes and a smile underneath. I think the X's mean the guy is dead. I mean this one.
Oh wow! Right on your cop ledger. You like it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's super stupid, that's what it is. I think it reminded me of myself. It's very modern. Yeah, it's cool.
It is cool, but it's also more than that. Much more.
Okay.
Noid is a bit disappointed. It's just cool.
What's it supposed to be? What makes the sticker so modern? What's it supposed to be?
A dead guy smiling.
And what is it? Yeah, and what does it mean? Why is the guy smiling?
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history.
Oh.
And in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths.
Okay.
The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
He thinks. I'm thinking we should sell this.
It should be sold, but not by us.
Okay. What makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by a classical soul artist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right?
Right.
Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
You come up with the stuff by yourself?
Not alone. Many people are thinking the same thing right now. There's a gathering at the Palaceum. The beat is the same for all.
I think we've exhausted the subject for now.
I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
What about now? Are the signs alright now?
Nah. Still strongly out of sync. stage gamma disalignment.
What?
You heard me.
He examines the small metal bolt in his hand. Stage gamma disalignment. Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery.
He cringes.
Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
The supernatural. So you think it's real? That it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
He picks up some sort of a widget.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
What about now? Are the signs alright?
Nah,
Okay,
you heard me.
maybe I'll come back later then. And you?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
He looks excited. The tips of his hair are sharp and white. The bleach has consumed almost all of the toothbrush on the mirror in front of him. Okay. Yeah.
As always.
Yeah, we made a deal with them that there will be a disco, but without the drug lab. Make fun jam even harder. Find a tape with a melody for Egghead. You can feel it. This music could hit so much harder. It just needs a few tweaks. Walk back to the canal and see if you can find any tapes that could work as a melody. Then bring them back to Egghead for remixing. Alright. And medical cabinet. I think this is in Classia's apartment, right? Room. Okay. You know what? Let's do it. You know, we'll do everything that we can today, like at 2 a.m. And once we will, like, we will know that nothing else could be done, then we will go back to sleep. And once we are in our room, we will forge the letters from Everard. Yeah. And let's talk to you again.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Can't say, gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
Yeah, and this is still locked. Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth. Which isn't much.
She doesn't appear surprised.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquents.
The lieutenant looks at the ocean, squinting his eyes.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you.
Okay.
Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Instead you opted to admit the truth, it's the same thing. Should have tried harder, misleading a cop is no joke. I don't care, I'm loco. I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan. Yeah, instead you opted to admit the truth, it's the same thing.
I know. But I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an idiot. I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise.
Okay.
May I ask? What did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans, just no drug labs, please.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
The young woman nods. The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
I mean, like, I heard some pretty wild shit in this tent.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the
Yeah.
others.
You're right. We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay.
She nods.
I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe.
Okay.
She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
She was just like someone who's being raised by their grandmother. Strange old clothes. Okay, didn't like Cindy the Skull had strange grandmother clothes or something? I like vaguely remember something to that effect about her. I vaguely remember that description, but so maybe it's Cindy? Okay, go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a
Right.
crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
A crabman.
He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
I mean, I probably would the same. Okay, this story is pretty fucking unbelievable, but because it's so, like, original, I'm guessing, why the fuck would you make something like that up, right? On the other hand, you clearly also take drugs, so... Okay, let's continue.
Like a crab, you say?
Then not. His face is stone. What did this crabman look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
She shakes her head.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
Come on, quit stalling me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
The crab and the banger?
Dalton raises an eyebrow.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
You were wrong, I do believe you. A gangster crabman, yeah, I don't believe you. I mean, I believe that you thought that you saw this man. I don't know if you did in reality, but like, I assume you have no reason to lie to me right now. Yeah, from those two options, you were wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
Seems too ludicrous for a lie, yeah. Where would you stand to... Yeah, what would you stand to gain? Also, that. And strange things happen. Okay. Number one, seems too ludicrous for a lie.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
She hesitates. Okay. I would like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
She blows on her chilled fingers. Just answer the question, please. Let's not be a dick. What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
Oh. Uh-huh, okay. Maybe I'll ask later about all this. What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Uh-huh, okay. Maybe I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Get a cell to talk about her associates. Associates. How the fuck do you pronounce it? I thought it was associates. But she said associates. Okay, let me get my Google Translator.
Associates.
Okay, she pronounced it right, I guess. Associates. Okay. That's it for now. Yeah, we have many failed white checks. The only downside of that is the fact that I forget about them. The ice here is thick enough to walk on. And also we didn't explore the whole map yet, so let's see what's here, I guess. Can I go here? No, I can't. I have to go the other way. Okay, alright, let's just, Okay, we have a key to go in here, right? There are too many things. I don't know what I am supposed to do. What I want to do. Let's explore first. Right, nothing here. Okay, some money. We are rich, I think, right now. These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. The chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where. This barrel has been recently discarded. It still smells of fuel oil. Okay, what's that?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to service what?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
The lieutenant looks at the hunching concrete toad in front of him.
It may have been used to service an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere, or a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
He looks southeast and blows on his fingers. Okay. 3% interfacing. Okay, walk away. I mean, let's try to like get our interfacing as high as we can. It was like we have our gloves on, so it's +1 already, and it's yellow. Okay, if there will be Disco Elysium too, I'm hoping that this system will be revamped. Because once you do it, like... no, interfacing, nope, not perception, nope. So this is as good as it gets, I guess. And let's change our clothes to something more presentable. This, and this, right. And where is our hat? Here. Okay, I like that look the best, I think. Get a cell to talk about her associates. A cell refused to talk about her friends. Maybe she will open up later, after you've helped them set up the nightclub. Okay, that makes sense.
An old door, worn by elements.
Yeah, 3%. Let's try it.
The wind
like
has
double
blown
sixes
a
will win,
sand
right?
dune in front of it. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh, the door's shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
The lieutenant shrugs. What do you mean? We get into like everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
Oh, come on. The gamer in me can't accept that fact.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far.
Yes, we did.
That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
But that's who I am, who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax, no one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
He looks at the door with a rueful smile. What the hell is rueful? Okay, a sad smile. Expressing sorrow or regret. Especially when in a slightly humorous way. Okay, so sad but kind of happy in the sadness. Sappy.
Rueful.
Rueful. Okay, nice. Walk away then.
An old door, worn.
Alright. Oh. +1 to rhetoric, white polo shirt. And some money. Yeah, we can't go in there. Nope. The boardwalk rises to your south. It casts its long shadow over you. Okay, 0 dropped frames so far, so maybe today's internet will be good enough. I'm hoping. What's this? Cigarette butts cleaned away under a rock. Brand Tumotiri. Okay. Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. That brand of cigarettes, I'm sure I pronounced it like very, very wrong. I'm sorry about that. A rusted, broken control box for the radio relay tower. What's this? This ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten away at it. This relay tower coordinates boat traffic at the bay, barely. Right. Oh, a scarf. +1 to shivers. -2 to physical instrument. Okay. Also, let's read the descriptions of those items. Yeah, +1 to shivers, springtime cold. -2 to physical instrument, allergies. Scented scarf. This light springtime scarf smells like men's cologne mixed with cheap laundry detergent. Someone must have left it behind, probably from a date. Wear it if you want to delude yourself that spring has arrived. And this right here, white polo shirt, +1 to rhetoric. What's polo anyway? -1 to empathy. No, really, what the hell is a polo? This shirt looks worn and smells a bit. You can't help but wonder, who'd leave it stuffed in a rare container? What kind of man would even wear a polo shirt? This might be one of life's mysteries that will never be solved. And we have something to interact with. I mean, I don't see anything new. Okay, great. Tiny inlets there, off in the far distance, where the posts trail towards. Alright. So, I think we are good here. You take a mental note. Tumotiri seems important somehow. Yeah, it seemed important that I couldn't pronounce it, but... okay, maybe it will be important. Brand of cigarettes that I can pronounce.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
Maybe for some reason the cigarettes, like the Tumotiri, if they are important, but I don't know how.
In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar.
Okay.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
He looks east over the coast. Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator. Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower, took the shot there. The ladder was unclimbable, right? Or like very rusty. What about the cigarette butts? Yeah. Look over the water to the Wellington rocks. What about the cigarette butts?
Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumotiri to Astra or Joanne? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Tumotiri. Okay, so I wasn't that far off. Tumotiri. He points to them.
Still, you felt it was important enough to make a mental note.
Yeah.
That means something. You didn't pay attention to any of the other cigarette butts on the coast.
Okay, so this is my like gut feeling in Land Empire. Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fire this time of year.
He looks around.
Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out biddable prime, was it?
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower. Took the shot there.
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
The lieutenant looks up, raising his collar.
It does look extremely rickety, and wouldn't help much either.
Look over the water to the Wellington rocks.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible.
Oh, okay.
It's glowing in the dark night. The lights are on. Glazia must be in there. Looks like she kept her promise not to go out at night anymore.
Finish shot. Okay. Determine where the shot came from. Okay, so we have to check the boardwalk once again for bullet traces. Let's do that. I think we explored the whole map at this point. Yeah, I think that's it. Great. Let's go to the boardwalk then. And the body's gone, by the way.
There's some tear.
Okay. So, where the hell is the prompt to, like, examine this spot? Here somewhere, maybe? Nope. Here? Nope. Okay, I don't know where to fucking click, to be honest with you.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter, caustic taste on the tip of life is garbage.
Okay. Nothing new here. Okay, I don't know what to do here. We'll go back to it. We'll go back. What's here? Okay, I click on there, but I can't. Okay, I wasn't here. I didn't explore here. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe. Okay, I don't think I explored this part yet. Let's try to do it now. The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Okay. Alright, there is some stuff here. And someone... Can I go up here? Oh, here, okay. Right. Bars cover these long dusty windows. Under power box. It charges nothing now. It's empty. The fence blocks the path. No way on from here. It's here.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
The lieutenant raises his color, raises the color of his bomber jacket. He does that again. For some reason. Okay. Let's go down there. Right. No boat in the boathouse today. Oh, +1 to savoir faire. Okay. Oversized superstar sunglasses. Yes, we have superstar sunglasses. And we have +1 skill point. That's nice also. +1 to savoir faire. Dazzling reflexes. -1 to visual calculus. The mural lies. Is your own stardom too dazzling for your eyes? Can't bear to look at your own fabulous reflection in the mirror? Then these classic oversized sunglasses are for you. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we want to go there. And we will, like, go down there. Because, yeah, we didn't explore this part of the map. I was wrong. There are still some parts. Could this be the boy Glacia told us about? Oh, okay. Can I do anything with it? Like... I should, right? But there isn't anything that's highlighted there. Alright, that's fucking weird. That's strange. Is it like a pixel hunting minigame or something? Like if we found the boy, then we should be able to interact with it, I think. Alright, what's this? These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes, crumbling. I mean, I'm clicking everywhere. Well, I guess not. Maybe like, we need a perception thingy, right? Let's try use the perception clause, maybe. Maybe that will help. Oh, this is -1 perception. This is +1. This is -1. Okay, so that's it. So maybe now. Nope. Okay, maybe a flashlight. I don't want to like give up so easily. Let's see. Oh? No. Okay, I don't know what to do then. Okay, this is the boy. We should we should take a mental note of it. Maybe we will have to come back here later or something. Right. Okay. Let's equip our pry bar. These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. Still, they won't light up. People are just scared of the truth. Tiny cages carefully constructed. Okay. Hello.
Hello, I'm Gary.
Oh.
How do you do, officer?
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you... Gary, the crypto-fascist? What the fuck? Crypto-fascist? Well, that's not nice.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Oh, he turns toward Kim. Well, you are on my shit list, you motherfucker. Well, fuck you too.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
Okay, I don't like you, man.
Yellow man. Interesting. This is something
Yeah.
to ask him about after a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
He quickly changes the subject. It's 2 AM, what the fuck, man? And also, fuck you, you crypto-fascist racist. Not a lover of great outdoors.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
That's my crew, no. Sadly, I think I might be a drunk or degenerate, or maybe... No, let's not, like, tell him that. Why the fuck? Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Oh, I've been tempted.
He nods gravely.
But someone has to stay strong for Revacol.
Revachol? Everyone pronounced it Revachol. Alright. His gaze shifts to the pile of soggy logs at his feet.
He pronounces Revacol with
Yeah.
a hard K, unlike other people.
Okay, I thought he did Revachol. Like, the C and H in the Polish would be pronounced Revachol. Like, you know, like there wasn't a C there. And I thought that he pronounced it like that, like Revachol. But apparently he pronounced it with a hard K, so Revachol. You said Revachol?
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way.
Okay.
The Vespertine way.
He nods solemnly.
He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd. It's a secret rite.
Yeah.
A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Do you know anything about the man hung behind the railing in rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
He nods in sincere approval.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He shakes his head emphatically, then corrects his tie.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange.
Okay. A weird observation. Is this your mug? Hold up the yellow man. Yeah, it would like fit to him, right? I mean, there were a couple of races in the game already. Like the racist lorry driver that I told to fuck off, and Measurehead, right? Is this your mug?
My mug? Why would you think that?
Because you're a fucking racist.
His eyes widen at the sight of the mug. He's seen it before, all right.
You said yellow man. That's not something many people go around saying. Yeah. It seemed as if you were calling to it longingly when you cried yellow man. Yeah. The second one is even better. I can see you recognize it. It is in your eyes. Okay. Number 4. You look like the kind of guy who might have a collection of mugs like this. Home in his colonial mug collection. Yeah, we saw that in the apartment that Everett told us to open, right? Okay, so is that his apartment? Does he live there? Interesting. And number 2, I think, is the best. It seemed as if you were calling to it longingly when you cried yellow man.
Oh, no, that's not... Why would I be calling to a broken mug?
Just admit it, man. You put the mug in the trash container behind the railing. Interesting. Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of the lynching? Yeah. Alright, I believe you. You look like the kind of man who knows it's a crime to lie to an officer. Seems suspicious. Did I mention that the mug was found at the scene of the lynching?
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer.
He pauses. Okay. Well... So you were lying to me. You... threw something in the trash that didn't belong to you. Like the trash container didn't belong to you, and basically the Whirling had to pay for your trash, so that's like shitty, right? And also the shitty part is that it was a racist mug and it was in your possession, and you have apparently a collection of it. So yeah, I don't really fucking like you, man.
You're not going to find me, are you?
Oh, yes I am. Yes I am. Nah, Gary, I just wanted information. For 20 real, for 100 real? No, for the maximum, yeah. I don't fucking like you, man. Fuck you, man. You called my greatest friend a yellow man. You're a fucking crypto-fascist. You're a racist. You lied about the broken mug. Yeah, the maximum. 250 real. Fuck you.
Oh god. 250? How am I gonna pay that?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll work harder. I'll pay it off. I promise.
He looks at the slip of yellow copy paper. then gets a hold of himself.
This is a considerable expense to him. 1 month's wage, most likely.
Great.
And I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately.
Oh.
Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
I would, like, fine you another 250 if I could right now. Fuck you.
What did you do, Gary?
Morel, the cryptozoologist. So, are you the husband of Lena?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
How did you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Bohemians run it like a mob.
You fucking racist. He says, bowing shamefully like a fallen knight.
I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Yeah, you shouldn't be really sorry about, like, using the... I mean, that also is an offense, right? But, yeah, I'm not that mad about that. I'm mad about you being a fucking idiot.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow and looks up.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the Whirling in rags, into the trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
He raises both hands. Okay, do.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Yes, what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags, because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
He changes his mind mid-sentence. So you tampered with a crime scene. That's great.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
The lieutenant remarks drolly.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
Okay. Interesting. What is that? Do you have more mugs? Want you or something? What's the strange sound?
What sound?
Don't mess with me, I think you know what I'm... That clinking I just heard when you moved.
Really?
He fans his arms out slowly, and this time, his motions are soundless.
There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned.
Okay, you wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
He changes his mind.
There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
Okay, let's move on for now.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
He's visibly relieved it's over.
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection?
I think so, right?
Perhaps it would be interesting to tell him.
Would it? Are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
There probably is a follow-up to this, but you can't think of any. Doesn't matter. Waste of time anyway. Gotta keep moving.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you have a problem with zeolites?
No, no problem at all.
He flashes an impenetrable smile at the lieutenant. Once
Not
again?
many zeolites here.
Yes, what
or
are they
anywhere,
doing in the cell of
other
their
than
scheme?
sail. I meant
Number
no
2,
offense,
the lieutenant is a native of
truly.
Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Did anyone punch you recently? He flashes an impenetrable smile. Oh, I hate people like that. Okay, composure, legendary. Why he's shifting around like that? Analyze Gary's composure. Clinking sound, 58%. Okay, after this conversation we will, like, check our clothes for composure. So, Gary, you live nearby. In an apartment in Martinez, point in its direction.
Sure do, officer.
By the way, direction or direction? How the fuck do you pronounce it? I never knew. Direction.
Direction.
Okay, direction. Yeah, direction. I never could, like, remember it very well.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Have you found your door open late? I don't want to, like, admit that I am, you know, Everard Claire's like peon or someone. Are you a big fan? Are you a big Man from Heimdall fan? Mr. Claire must be very angry with you. No, definitely not that. I think I broke into your apartment. I'm very sorry. No. We'll turn to this later. For now, let me ask you something else. Are you a fan? And you're a big fan? I can't, like, read it. And you're a big Man from Heimdall fan.
How?
The color drains from his face. Mr. Everard Clare thought it necessary to unlock your apartment. No. I saw the poster in your apartment. You know, I'm a Heimdall Man fan myself. I saw that ridiculous poster in your apartment, along with all your other colonialist memorabilia.
But why were you in my apartment, officer?
Just doing Mr. Clare a small favor. Mr. Everard Clare asked me to get your door open. I figured I would take a look while I was at it. Oh, okay, shit. I didn't want to tell him that. Well, fuck, man. No. Like, can't I just say that I was on my own? Okay, that's stupid. That's stupid game. You should give me the option to back off now. I don't like this. Like, this is the first time in this game I think that I'm really unhappy with the choices that I have. Oh. Well, shit, man, I can't do anything about it, I guess. Other than load the game, but... Okay, it's not worth it, I don't think. Yeah, just doing a small favor.
So you work for Everard Clare?
Yeah, fuck you.
Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him.
He realizes what's going on and changes his tone.
What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
The man looks around, whispering. He makes no one hears you talk. He makes sure no one hears you talk.
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
Really, I don't even know what it was about. I just opened the door. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but he doesn't like you. Try not to shit yourself, Gary. It's just an open door. Not grimly. Our discussion on this topic is over, Gary. Yeah, number one. I just opened the door.
Whatever it is, tell him I'm silent as the grave.
The man
I
thinks.
was probably talking too loud in the whirling the other night about some theories. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can.
He looks around nervously.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. Has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
The lieutenant remarks with a smirk.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door opening operation.
Oh, +2. Scared him with a partner. So it was good that I talked about it, I guess. Thank you for your cooperation. Yeah. Who put the clothes in the trash? Analyze Gary's composure to find out if he's hiding something more. Right, let's try to do it. Composure +1. We have it from our pants. Let's see. It's yellow. -1 reaction speed, -1 savoir faire. +1 composure, great. Let me just change in front of you quickly. Gary, +1 composure, great. For some fucking reason. And that's it, I think. Okay, our chances should be very high right now.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Yeah.
I mean, officers.
He turns towards Kim. Ah, fuck you. Should be able to punch right now. Let's analyze his composure. 97%. So basically everything besides double ones will pass us this check. Although we had that 97% check already, I think, in Classia's medicine cabinet, and we failed that nonetheless. So yeah, you can always fail.
That shirt
Okay.
looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
It's massive musculature, something worn underneath it, yeah.
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example.
Okay.
One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer.
He sighs heavily.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once.
He unbuttons the shirt.
I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates covers his gaunt torso. You're a piece of shit. You're a complete piece of shit. Like, I really didn't like Plesson for how she treated her daughter. And yeah, Kuno is Kuno. I mean, he's just a product of the society. He's just a kid, to be honest. Kuno is the same way. Like, there are shitty characters. Everard Clare is like a mob boss, and he is very shitty also. But I think you may be the shittiest, if I, like, try to think about it. Holy shit, man.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
Apologizing? I think you've got a jail to go to, I think.
No, you've got explaining to do.
The lieutenant's tone is icy. Give me that armor now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat, but so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
He looks at his feet.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here.
He swallows. So yeah, what? He's a foreigner, so you can do that shit? Fuck you once more.
Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
His lips start quivering.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
The lieutenant jots something down in his notebook. It isn't okay, man.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man.
He says silently.
CLI officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
He shakes his head.
They were thoroughly conservative men. he realizes suddenly.
Why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But
He says, staring at nothing in particular.
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later.
He doesn't muster up the strength to yell. Do you know who killed the hanged man?
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word.
Okay.
I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
Yeah, I think it wasn't the Union, and... yeah, it wasn't them, right? Like, I've thought about the possibility of Everard Clare still ordering the hit. And, you know, some other murderer that he paid off killed the guy. And then Titus Hardy, not knowing anything about it, had to help Classier to Titus and Ruby, right? Who we didn't meet yet. They had to help her, like, stage the lynching. But it wouldn't make that much sense. Like, if he was going to kill this guy, then why not just use Titus Hardy? It would be, like, too convoluted. I don't think it's the Union, but again, if it's not them, then I have no fucking clue. Like Ruby, right? But why the hell would... okay. Because she was jealous about Gracia? Again, the I don't like the shot came from the balcony theory also. I don't know, man. I don't know. Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word.
He looks around, relieved of some burden, his mouth still quivering. I think he should be arrested right now. One for... like... for being a piece of shit, that's one thing. But also, you... like, I'm pretty sure stealing the dead man's clothes is definitely tampering with the crime scene, and yeah, it hindered our investigation also. That's how you said, right? Hindered.
Hindered.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'm guessing that's it. Let's see. This... okay, +1 to pain threshold, thicker skin, +1 to volition, borrowed confidence, -1 to empathy, mania of invulnerability, invulnerable, I can't fucking pronounce it, invulnerable, invulnerability, holy shit, sorry, my mouth isn't constructed in the way of, you know, comfortably pronouncing that word. Right. Let's read it. The vitreous enamel cuirass fits snugly and redistributes kinetic energy across its countless white plates. Amazingly, it fits under your coat, and also makes pretty porcelain sounds when shaken. Like, can I wear this? Oh, I can. Okay. Like, this could be useful, alright? Let's wear it. -1 to empathy, but +1 to volition. Like, if you have some empathy check, then I will, like, take it off, right? Okay, and let's go back to our... to this. Okay. So many things happening behind the scenes.
The white ceramic cuirass hugs your torso, shielding your vitals without adding much bulk to your form.
Also, a weird thing. I can wear this? Like, I'm pretty sure it's evidence, right? It should go to some evidence room. It was worn by the deceased.
Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
I will be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off. Decked out in future armor like a cop ought to be. Yeah, it's not to show off.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and voluptuous, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
Okay.
You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
This gear could line my pockets with cash. I could probably sell it to some other cops. No. This is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it, I must study it. Okay, I don't know why I have these options. Maybe number 2 then.
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design.
Okay, we have a thought.
For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Oh, right. Okay, this might be useful actually. This might be very, very useful. Let's research that thought. And we have 1 skill point, so definitely the litany of contact mic. Date of birth. Better loot. Yeah, savoir-faire and esprit de corps aren't that useful, I don't think. Let's forget Detective Cousteau, although, like, this is my favorite, like, I think this is my favorite gag in the whole game. Like, it's prevalent across the entire storyline. From the first day until, I think, yesterday, on yesterday's stream, it was also, like, we had one joke about it. But yeah, the bonuses from that aren't too great. Let's forget the Detective Cousteau. And we are also researching Kodo Momoda. Okay, and let's internalize this. -1 to savoir-faire, hard move. Okay. It really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't leave even a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is, possibly by beating yourself while wearing it, shooting yourself. Let's see. I mean, yeah, okay, it could be useful. Right. And we are done with another quest. Holy shit, look at how much we have done. And we don't have that many quests left. I think, yeah, a couple of days of Disco Elysium and we will be able to finish this game. And once we are, then maybe I will go back to just 1 stream a day of Football Manager, 1 3-hour streams. And yeah, it will be like a little bit better when it comes to me having time for stuff. Okay, yeah, great. We have to talk to this guy. You know what, let's go for a quick 5-minute break, because like my nose is killing me. I don't know if you can hear it, like I can't breathe right now. So I have to like deal with that and yeah, just go for a little bit of a break. Thank you for watching. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. And yeah, I just also updated the schedule right now and this break, and my Twitch schedule and my Twitch extension. So I think, yeah, I will be aiming to keep that. Long story short, we will play only Disco Elysium. Our stream times is at 5 PM CET still and at 9:30 PM CET. And also, I will be streaming on, like, tomorrow will be my day off, then I will be streaming on Sunday, then I will be having a day off at Monday, then I will be streaming on Tuesday and Wednesday, then I will be having a day off on Thursday, and I will be streaming on Friday. So yeah, that's basically it. You can check it out in those two places, in the schedule and in the extension that counts down to my next stream. That's it. Yeah. It's subject to change, right? I don't know what will happen in my like real life job stuff. Maybe I will have to like tweak it a little bit, but I will aim to keep that schedule. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, we have to talk to him.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
Morel, the cryptozoologist.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
You must meet Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
You don't seem to be happy. You don't seem too happy to see the RCM.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm just busy. What's this about?
He glances at the cylinder. Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back. No, let's not like... Again, it wasn't my doing as a player. It was the doing of my character before I took control of him. So, yeah, let's not be overly like honest with all of that stuff. Number 2, the water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it. We've heard the whole story.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon!
He turns to you.
If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
I don't know why like his accent kind of changes when he yells. Yes, Gary! He like talks through his nose or something. It's kind of funny.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
Yeah.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
At 2 a.m., he refastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind, okay? I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen a woman with red hair who seemed to be on the run?
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds.
He looks around.
Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
What sort of specialized techniques is the phasmid using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
Okay. How big is this phasmid?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid called the Megaphasmodea zoensis. It's about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
He leaves the conclusion up to you. Why are you so interested in this stickbug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for.
He flashes you a sideways smile.
Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
He shakes his head. What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
He holds up an index finger.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
The lieutenant interjects.
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says, brusquely enough... Brusquely? Wait a second. Brusquely. Okay, szorstko in Polish.
Brusquely.
Brusquely. Great. Brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
Okay. It's personal to him.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
He says, gathering himself. Lena said that Lena said there has been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez.
So by Acel and the guys in the tent, by Egghead maybe, are those the teenagers?
It's the first credible sighting in several decades.
It's credible.
Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
I wouldn't call them, like, too credible, but okay. Assuming it's them, maybe some other teenagers. Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out.
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He shakes his head vigorously.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
That's pretty clever. Females are producing without males. A travesty, a crime against passion and common sense. This arouses no special feelings in me. That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Tell me more about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
So, Lena, not Lena. If her own husband calls her Lena, then I think it's Lena. But didn't she call herself Lena? Well, shit, man. I don't know anymore. Let's call her Lena then. He points to the cage of mesh and wiring on the ground. Lena designed the traps?
Yes.
He says with some pride. How do the traps work?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out.
Okay.
At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
He gestures towards the trap.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
A carnivorous stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Let me ask you something else.
Yes. What?
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we've finished with these traps.
Okay.
My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south, where Lena would be.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not.
He yells in response.
Won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena. Come on, you're doing this for yourself, not her. Number one.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it.
Oh!
A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Okay, that's quite a coincidence, isn't it then? Okay, and that's also, I believe, why he may be a little bit more personally involved. I mean, damn, I don't want to burst their bubble, right?
She's seen it?
Really, she's sighted the phasmid. She didn't tell me that.
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact.
Okay.
But that's her story to tell, not mine.
He coughs, then continues.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Of course I must.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Another cough, into his fist this time. Maybe you could go back to the wheeling, warm up, come back to check the traps later. Yeah. Number 2, you should just give up on this backhand. Okay. He wouldn't react well to that, I don't think. Number 3, okay, I understand, I don't give up on things either. Number 1, check the traps later.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
Okay, another side quest. Okay, what if we checked the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
He looks at you with obvious surprise. Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar. Chaos is my method. I am its scion. That's pretty good, actually. Number 3. We're looking for someone hiding on this very coast. Looking for another thing may lead us to her. I mean, it has some logic to it. I'm all in with the scripted shit. I'm hooked. Okay. I'm having a dilemma. There are a couple of good answers here. Number 1, not so much, but number 2, it's it's funny. Number 3 is logical. Number 4, I think, is the funniest one. I'm all in with the scripted shit. I'm hooked. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm all in with the scripted shit, man. I'm hooked.
Caught the bug, I see. It's easier to get caught up in the search than you'd imagine.
He cracks an unwieldy smile. Unwieldy.
My partner was joking.
He says, I'm
we're
sure
on
of
a
as well.
search of our own. It wouldn't hurt to check the reeds while we're at it. I assume that's what we'll be doing.
Unsure of himself. Okay.
Oh, yes, officer. Very much so. The traps are all in the reeds. That is where we expect the phasmid to prowl.
Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there.
He points
It's
south.
very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church.
Okay.
The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them,
He gestures to the trap in front of him.
you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
What do I do if there's a phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
What if I encounter the phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with the pheromone mixture I developed.
He takes out a small white spray can.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Okay, lay it on me. Lay it on me, thick. Present your armpit. I'm free added wonders, thank you very much. Yeah. Lay it on me, thick. Okay. Now I smell weird. Great. He doses you with... Okay, and the narrator didn't read that. He doses you with the odd-smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit, and then gives you a satisfied nod.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it will be precious like holy water. The lieutenant wrinkles his nose.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
He looks at the lieutenant with disdain, then puts the spray back in his pocket. Okay, I'm ready, let's get into it.
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the welding.
Yeah.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later.
Okay, thank you, game.
But what if the information is vital on the hunt?
Yeah, I will try to talk to him about everything. How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
So you're living your childhood dream out here. Yeah, I think if I say it, he might take offense to that. But essentially, it's true. Number 2, why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are puzzling too. Yeah, and he will take offense to that because I'm implying that cryptozoology is not real. Have you ever discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
So how many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes.
Okay, so 50%.
2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 have proven to be real.
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Yugograd, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere.
Okay.
We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
2 out of 4,000 is not even 1%. Not approvingly. Then the insulin husband will be the third. Number 3, I don't even know what to say. That's a small number of discoveries. I mean, okay. When you think about it in fundamental terms, not, science, real science and not real science, but in fundamental, like, sociological terms, everything that we build is a human creation. It's essentially, and I often do that thought experiment. Like, you think of status quo of something, right? Like a law, or I don't know, a police, or like soldiers, right? And you think, like, the existence of these things is natural, right? But it's not. It's the, like, when you break it down, the society just in large thought about those things, and just how to say it? I blank on the word. Omówić się. Wait a second. No, not make an appointment. The different meaning of this. They concluded. All right, maybe that's the word. That's not exactly the word that I wanted to use, but okay. They concluded together that something should be established, something should be made, and yeah, that's how everything basically in our society came to life, right? So police isn't inherent in a society. It's something that we, like, thought about and concluded that it would be best to have that. The same with like armed forces, right? And the same with law. And to be honest with you, it's kind of the same with science. I mean, the science is a science because it's it's proven useful. Like the criteria of surviving the scientific discovery are very harsh, and that's why there is zoology and cryptozoology, I guess, right? But when you like go down to fundamental levels about this shit, like this guy, he is living his dream, but he is essentially doing the same thing as normal zoologists. Like, he is looking for other species. And if there wasn't this one guy that thought about this one species that that wasn't discovered earlier, then it wouldn't be discovered again later, right? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm like explaining it in convoluted matters, so I'm sorry if that's not making too much sense. I also blank on some words right now. I don't know why. I'm having a bad day, I think, when in terms to my language skills. But yeah, essentially what he does isn't that different, I don't think. If there wasn't a guy that thought that there was, something to discover, then there wouldn't be discoveries to be made. Like, I know that I'm like a devil's advocate right now, but still, it's I don't want to dismiss him like so easily. The easiest thing to do would be just to dismiss him and to say that yeah, you're just living your childhood dream, and essentially you're kind of a big child and you're a little bit insane. And it may be true, right? But and it's tempting to do that, but it's very, very easy to do so. Maybe let's try to understand this guy. Yeah. I mean, I still don't fucking believe in what he's doing, but Okay. Yeah. I don't want to be too harsh. And also to Lena also too. Essentially it's fun what they are doing, right? They are having fun. Okay, sorry about this long tangent. I just had to like share my thoughts about this. 2 out of 4,000 is not even 1%. Like, this is the logical thinking, and I don't even know what to say. Let's go with number 2. Let's be a little bit more positive after this rant that I just gave. I mean, yeah. Let's go with that. The insulin phasm will be the third.
Indeed. If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
He does not smile, just looks you in the eye. And also, it's a forceful gaze, yeah. And also, and I said it yesterday or 2 days ago, I think, when I talked to Lena. I don't know the rules of this world, really. Like, I'm judging it by our world, but like maybe there are some cryptids in this world that weren't discovered. This isn't Earth. We are, this world has a weird concept like pale in it. So, yeah, and the police works in a very strange fucking way. So, maybe in this world being a cryptozoologist makes a little bit more sense than in ours. Okay.
He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
Yeah. So you're living your childhood dream out here. No, I don't want to say it. And real animals are a bad way to put it. Yeah, thanks for explaining that. Now about something else.
Yes?
Let's talk about specific cryptids.
Alright. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
He eyes you skeptically.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it, since you've offered to help.
Yeah.
You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
Okay, so it was useful to ask Lena about, and also Lena. How the fuck do I pronounce it? The game pronounces her 2 different ways. Yeah. I know that it would be useful to talk to Lena. I know about the kind green ape. Look, I even have a kind green ape pen.
I see you've been talking about cryptids with Lena. The kind green ape is one of her favourites.
He smiles.
We travelled to South Safra to look for it once. Gary and I got stuck in a rainstorm though, and had to spend most of our time there in a little village. The search was fabulously unsuccessful, but the people were very nice. I'm glad they didn't understand what Gary was saying about them.
What? South Safra? They're just on a different rung of the ladder, Morale. I had no problem with them.
Really? You kept complaining about how dirty everything is, but we digress.
They're a nascent culture. I just didn't feel comfortable. And let's change the topic, okay? Talk about your critters, or whatever.
He mumbles something. You deserve to be punched multiple times in the face. I know about the most dangerous cryptid, the gnome of Jeroma.
Formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid?
I can try to guess.
Believe me, you won't guess it. You either know or you don't.
He carets his hand and says, as if it's the most sensible thing in the world.
The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the dread moose.
The dread get out of here! Let's try number 2, or... Number 2 is a little bit funny, but I don't want to offend him. Let's try it. Get out of here!
No. but will not get out of anywhere.
He dashes
The
immediately.
dread moose is a widely reported cryptid from Arda. It subsists entirely on flesh, and has even been known to dig up fresh graves in search of sustenance.
Hold on, does it also attack people?
Human remains have been found deep in the forest, torn apart, then trampled into the mulch by large hooves. Infer from that what you will.
Okay, what does the dread moose look like?
Just like an ordinary Arden moose.
Then how can you tell if it's the ordinary or the dread kind?
You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful and hard to identify.
So the dread moose is basically an Ardal moose, but a little bit more aggressive. So why not just call it aggressive moose? Aggressive Ardan moose. Or whatever.
A moose that looks like any other moose. What's going on here? He's kidding, right?
I'm not completely sure about this dread moose. I am 100% behind the dread moose. I utterly believe it exists. Yeah, it does. Fuck. It doesn't make sense, does it? Fuck it. I am 100% behind the dread moose. I utterly believe it exists.
Of course you do.
The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. There's more. Sightings in Vasa, reaching back 4 centuries. But, of course, nothing satiates the skepticism of.
A detective. Pardon me, I did not wish to seek conflict. It's simply my training to question things.
He finishes the sentence for him. Then his tone turns surprisingly mild, I think. Alright, yeah. I mean, the stuff he says is weird, but you don't have to belittle him for it.
Understood, Lieutenant.
The man tips his hat slightly and then looks to you. I know the biggest cryptid, the giant of Kokonur.
That's impressive, I guess. But have you seen it with your own eyes?
He does not seem that impressed. Lie, yes? Truth, no. Have you seen it?
I haven't had a chance to travel to Kokonur. No. And I likely never will. The Samaskil desert region has been embroiled in a small civil war for the last 8 years. I fear this mindless barbarism may have wiped out the elusive creature entirely. Sightings of towering luminosities have grown rare recently, while they once used to be constant.
Yes. Sightings of mirages are constant. A mirage is a constant phenomenon that people have no time to report when a war is going on. It remains unclear what this has got to do with you seeing it, as he was inquiring before. He was just being defensive.
I know about Cryobacter catlensis.
Oh, everyone knows about that one. Thanks to Professor Mijanu being the talk of the town for a time.
He coughs in his fist.
Although, probably because her life ended as a result of her work in Gutler, no one remembers her contributions to the search for the Nong-Ok.
The Nong-Ok?
A flightless cursor owl found in the Seminine Isles. Its long legs permit the Nong-Ok to run faster than any other avian. Perhaps any other animal, who knows? When it's not hunting its prey in this manner, the Ok hangs from tree branches, like a bat, waiting to dive on hapless prey below on the jungle floor. Mijanu liked extreme animals, you see. One of the few figures of the academic establishment I respect. Really a shame she disappeared.
When did she disappear?
Oh, decades ago. In the 30s. I didn't know her personally, of course. The chasm of academic pretension still stood before us, even though she had unusual courage for someone from the other side.
From the other side? So, actual scientist, okay. Just tell me about the cool cryptid, any cryptid.
No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories. Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
He brushes an errant strand of hair from his eye.
This is a gruff man who's been ridiculed too many times to feel comfortable talking about what's dearest to his heart.
Okay.
It's in his shoulders. His face is everything.
Yeah, once again, that's also why I don't want to belittle him, because I'm pretty sure everyone else did that, so let's not do it too. Let's not be like everyone else. Enough tales then, let's change the subject. Again, this is very dismissive.
By all means.
He coughs and wipes his mouth. Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not
Okay.
like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
You are still... I'm thinking that this dialogue should have come, like, later. You are still cross with him, like, you didn't even talked about it. Okay.
Thanks.
The man mutters in the distance, he doesn't dare to say more. I will get going. And what about you?
Hello again. Very generous of you to help us.
Okay, that's it.
We'll be on our way.
Right. So... Yeah, we wanted to go down here. What was that? This section of the coast hasn't been used in decades.
There's a trap in the reeds
Oh,
at your feet.
okay.
Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
The reeds rustle confidentially, while the residential building, menacing in the darkness behind you, shield them from the wind.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Okay.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
The lieutenant grins mirthlessly. Then I was hoping it would be in the first one. No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens and getting some fresh air. It'll be in the next one, surely. Say nothing, just put the trap down. And the number 2 is boring. Damn, I was hoping it would be in the first one.
No, you weren't.
He looks at the seat and you're laying the trap back down on the ground. Okay. The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over.
Nothing has changed.
Okay, some money, and what the hell is this? Ancient paint is spilling off the roof of this shaded bench, covered in rust. An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. I can't get in there. The sign says Entre Interdite. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Okay. What's this? People paid money to park here. No one would pay now.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs.
The lieutenant examines the wall closely. Okay, I think I may know what that means. When there's a wall with a lot of bullets in it. Yeah, this was an execution place, wasn't it?
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire.
Okay.
Something you don't see these days.
He brushes the wall with his hand. Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Why this many bullet holes? 83%. +1 bullet holes on the plaza, +1 bullet holes in the backyard, +1 know about the revolution, right. Okay, yeah, we have another skill point, that's nice. Visual calculus, let's like see our clothes. We have +1 already from this. Okay, do we have like minuses? I don't think so, right? Nope. Let's see. I think we have still some more bonuses to add here. Yeah, visual calculus. This is -1 visual calculus. Okay, that's it. Let's try it.
A scattering of bullet holes.
Why
is
this
spread
many
across
bullet
the
holes?
cracked wall,
92%.
reaching from a row of ghostly shades stand
Yeah.
facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement.
Like, you know, I live in Poland and these kind of places are... You know, I never like seen any actual place of any walls that were used for executions like this in World War II. Like, you know, but I'm sure there are some. But yeah, I was in Auschwitz. It's a museum now, right? And it's... Yeah, it's fucking horrible. Okay, okay. Let's not dwell on it.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall.
One of them
It's
is kneeling.
impossible to discern any details about their personality or background.
At least in this depiction, one of them is kneeling. Look at the line of soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Look at the person standing on the side.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who was who in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution.
At first the lieutenant doesn't say a word. He just stares at the wall. And then he says finally what he said.
Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the failed R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries.
Or maybe...
What about people from the coalition? The so-called moralists. Okay, so the game perceives me as a moralist right now. Yeah. Although now ultra-liberal is like winning. Okay. What about people from the coalition, the so-called moralists?
Yeah, It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall.
Okay.
To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Goodbye.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Also, it looks a little bit bright, and it's still 2 AM. Man, there are a lot of more places that I didn't explore than I thought. The door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. Okay, that's a shame. What's that? Phone people. +2 to logic, -1 to perception. Okay. A door, a building, a hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? Oh, can I get inside here? I don't think I can. Alright. And we are going down here, but we can't go any further down? Okay, we can't. So let's go here then. Oh, what's here?
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Can I try to get in, though?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points. And dangerous. Dangerous too.
About that. We are not too far away from our second skill point. Great. Kim, you think she's in there? Point at the boarded up building.
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in.
He inspects the
Though
bar.
many have tried.
Bars. Nothing more to do here then. Okay, let's go there. But... okay, the route is strange. Oh, so you're going back, okay. Well, sure, why not? And also, yeah, the guys are already gone. Let's check this trap, I guess. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But
look around.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
The lieutenant takes a note, more out of habit than duty. Let's keep going, the next one is the lucky one. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself. I want to make it clear that I don't actually believe the Phasmin exists, okay? Say nothing, just put the trap down. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
He smiles and raises his collar. It's windy. Yeah, I'm always jogging, right? He commented on it in the first day. Okay, so what the hell? Yeah, this is the church, right? The boardwalk and the church. Right. Okay, so let's go back here. We'll go back to the church. We have a key now and we can open it. But before we do that... yeah, and this is the fishing village. We wanted to check the canal, I think. Yeah, the trunks are gone too. This is the motor carriage, right? Oh, here. And what's here? Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Yeah, me, right? And some coins. I didn't see those before.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Hold up. Don't you mean scene of the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
Like my party, I think. I think the order of this is wrong a little bit. Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks' parties here.
Looks like they were here a while. Judging from all the bottles, the sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point. Like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time laughing here. This was some kind of theater to them. A circus production by a great clown. Was this party against the law? On the ice like this, it was probably a public danger. Looks like they had a great time.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
The lieutenant adjusts the glasses. Okay. Right. Oh, and another trap. Great.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud, and they shimmer, ghostly, in the darkness. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them.
He pants.
One more of these and we're done.
His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. Bummer it wasn't in here. You're getting tired? I must stress that I did not expect cryptozoological monstrosity to be in this trap. Say nothing. You getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
He's short-winded. The sentence ends here. Okay. Okay, what's here? Scribbled between the thighs of a page, free girl. Lorien du Disc. Okay. I didn't know what. Yeah, there should be, like, near the canal, there was, like this tape, right? Inspect the traps, okay. One more to check the trap in Land's End, far northeast of the Feld building. Alright, far northeast. So, like, have we been there? Like, near the church, maybe. Okay. Right. Yeah, this thing, right? You find a tape. Walk back to the canal and see if you can find any tapes. So, this is the canal. I can't go in there. Oh. Maybe in the pawn shop. Okay, this is a tree. Let's see.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze.
Bingo! Piss off, nature! Punch the tree. No! No, no. Definitely not. Good, Hawthorne. Pat the tree.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Okay.
The bronze ribbon twists around and within the branches in an intricately natural pattern. But there's something.
What do I see?
There's a twisted logic in this mess. You see the ends of the ribbon, the way it flows, how it twists and turns. It's all starting to make sense. It'll be easier to remove now.
Okay, that's great to see. Interfacing. Disentangle the tape. 92%. Yeah, I still don't want to like risk it. Let's see our clothes. It was it was interfacing, right? Yeah, interfacing. All right. So we have +1 here. Shit, I never can remember. I can't remember if we had something for it or not. We have +1 to hand-eye coordination. Composure. Sorry about that. I just like to be like thorough. Okay, nothing more than the gardening gloves, I don't think. Okay. Let's try it.
Hawthorn tree on Rue de
Disentangle the tape.
A wintry brute with slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling. You manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape.
Okay.
What's the tape for?
Yeah, he was in the tent, right? The lieutenant looks at the mess in your hands. Only after you've successfully cleaned up the branches does the curiosity get him. What's the tape for, he asks. I'm too embarrassed to say. No, we are not too embarrassed to say anything, I don't think, in this game. We are way past this point. Yeah, let's tell him. It's for Egghead. I promised to make his Van Eyck's gem hit a bit harder. Maybe this tape can help.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
He has to. He's the master of ceremonies after all. I'd think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape if they want to set up a nightclub. I'm not sure, but I will find out. Maybe Egghead can point me in the right direction. He has to. He's the master of ceremonies after all.
Alright. You could also get it fixed at a pawn shop across the street.
Oh!
We shouldn't waste our time.
Looks like the lieutenant doesn't really know what that means. I don't know what it means either.
You know, since tape spinning isn't really our day job, solving murder investigations is.
He looks at his wristwatch a little impatiently. Yeah, right? This 2 a.m. time loop that we are stuck in is really, like, irritating to you, I presume.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Yeah, let's go to him then. Definitely. And the pawn shop is open always, right? 24/7. So he should be awake.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Yeah. Do you have any recordings of the Kodomamalakwa?
The Kodomamadakwa? Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
He looks at you with astonishment. So you know what it is? Holy shit. I've been thinking of quitting the RCM and becoming a cryptozoologist. I have hobbies, just like all normal people, because I'm a normal person. Well, I wouldn't have guessed that you know what the number 3. I wouldn't have guessed that you know what they call the Mamadakwa is.
That's fair. It's been a long time since my Kodomamadakwa hunting days. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead.
He responds with a thin smile. Okay, so I'm not the only, like, insane person here. Like, I definitely am not, but still.
This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds so cool. Get to the point, that sounds so cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Kodomamadakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
The way he says it, like, so seriously, so, like, in such a monotone voice, right? It somehow makes it really funny, like, even funnier than it is. He's so serious about it, man. And did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them,
He chuckles.
cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Coldima Madaqua.
Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
He starts rummaging through some tapes behind the counter.
Do we really have time for this?
The lieutenant whispers to you, "Spin that bird song." Yes, it's absolutely necessary for my research. Nah, that's okay. It's just that I heard the called Momadakwa outside the building, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one. Let's talk about something else now. Spin that bird song.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning.
He does off a case, then takes out the tape and places it on the tape player.
Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
Okay, he switches on the tape player. The speakers begin to emit a low hum. I'm ready for it.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult.
Okay, that's fucking weird. Okay, am I dying? Yeah.
Not good, not good. You're about to start suffocating. You have to stop this.
Weird, man. What the hell is happening?
There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you.
Okay, this turned serious.
He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
What's that?
Gulls and skewers. But
He raises a pointer finger and inclines his head towards the speakers. A new, very high-pitched, shivering sound emerges amidst the others.
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
Okay.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the Coldima Madaqua. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
Okay, that was... Like, that turned much more interesting than I thought it would. And I also almost dived from it, so... Okay. Hey, do you know how to fix this? Show him the bundle of magnetic tape.
You mean re-spool it? Yeah, I do, but...
He looks at the bronze-colored bundle in your hand. Great! Could you do it, please? This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone.
But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker.
Oh, come on.
If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty... worthless.
He slowly finishes his thought.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Wait, but you tinker with film tapes and all the time. Isn't that the same?
No, it's different. Those film tapes actually mean something to me. But this is just a worthless bundle of old tape.
Maybe you can help me some other way then. Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene.
Huh? What do you mean?
He slowly taps his fingers on the counter. Do you know the old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I met some young ravers near the place. They want to turn the church into a nightclub and play some weird new disco beats there. They call it anodic dance music. I promised to help them with that.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
Not very, I need to fuck it up. No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it, no bass. It just goes bzz bzz bzz. But this tape could make it hardcore.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling light show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though. So just sit back and relax.
Thank you, Roy.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
Well, thanks for the help. Proceed to take the repaired tape. Look at the clock. Wait, this took more than just a few moments. That was at least 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
He nods.
Respooling isn't that difficult. Although I had to mend the tape in a few places.
Okay, thank you for doing that.
Anyhow, it's yours now.
He slides the tape closer to you on the countertop. Well, thanks for the help. Proceed. Takes the repaired tape.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Drugs are bad. Okay. I mean, I don't know what the fuck are negative photon emissions, but I will try not to emit them. Thank you. I have to go. What the
Yes.
fuck? Oh, I encountered an error. Oh shit. Maybe I clicked something. Yeah, I clicked him and the autosave kicked in, and I think that's what happened. Nothing. But the game still works. Let's save it just for, like, just in case. Okay. Items. A reel of magnetic tape. The bronze-colored tape found in the branches of a hawthorn tree has been reconstructed into a usable reel of magnetic tape. It's pretty fragile and in an odd format which doesn't fit in any portable tape players. Nevertheless, Egghead will be stoked. Well, okay, I was wondering why I couldn't, like, interact with it and play it on my boombox. Not sure. Yeah, and we're done with one more quest. Great. So we have to, like, return to the... let's see. Inspect the traps. Yeah, we have to find one more. Yeah, SL won't talk to us before we enter the church. So we have to enter the church. We have to return the tape to Egghead. Yeah, so we have to enter the church. I don't know how to fucking fucking sing the signs. Dead body, yeah, this is tomorrow. Yeah, and the idiot Doom Spiral isn't here anymore. He's asleep right now. Scab Leader isn't here anymore. Determine when the shot came from. Yeah, I couldn't do that for some reason. Like, I was wandering around this whole place and I couldn't, like... Only at the land's end there was a prompt. And I was near the boardwalk and there wasn't any prompt to click. Ask about Ruby. The washerwoman is hiding something. Look around. Okay. Classiest boyo. Yeah, I couldn't do that either. Man, that's frustrating. 2 signatures. Yeah, we will do that. We will do that in our, like, when we will go to sleep. A murder weapon. Yeah, we can. We don't know how to do that. Find the armed gloves. We also don't know how to do that. And this thing is irritating. We can't get the Hangman's boots. I think this quest will be until the end, really. Like, I can't get rid of it. Okay. Okay. Right. So I'm thinking that's basically all there is to it. Let's go near the Whirlingin Rags and let's teleport to the church. I think that will be the quickest way to And also it started snowing. Right. Map. Travel to the church. Okay. Yeah, and the last trap. I want to do that. North, right? So here, right? Somewhere. Oh. The building before you housed the engine. Must have been a big one.
An old door.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Great.
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds.
Look around.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly, relinquishing form to darkness. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Look closer.
No locust.
Oh! Well, that's a twist. That's surprising, isn't it? Ha! Kim, what do you say to that?
No phasmid either.
Okay.
But still.
The closest. Immediately yell, it's empty!
Your voice echoes on the coast, carried by a gust of cold wind.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster.
Oh, come on, you skeptic.
Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
You're just a skeptic. They'll tend to study the trap with you.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Okay. I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap. But what... what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out? Yeah, it probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Morel needs to know. Yeah, he needs to know. You're right, but I still need to tell the cryptozoologist about this. You're right, this crypto research has been stupid. Yes, something messed with the trap, right?
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
He purses his lips. But what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and they got out?
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We're not cryptozoologists.
Oh, come on.
We're cops.
We could be. Come on, Kim. We could be cryptozoologists. It does not look like he thinks you're right. And he adds for clarity, we're not cryptozoologists, right?
A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow of the felled building in the distance, drawing you to it. What a strange sensation. Once this is done, should you ask the wind again?
Leave. That was kind of weird. Like, the shivers thoughts are the weirdest. I never know what to make of them. Right. We want to... So now we are going back to the tent to give the tape back to Egghead. And then we'll go back... we'll go back to the whirling, because I want to see if Lena is there, although I presume Lena and her husband now. But although I presume at 2 AM they are asleep, but let's just double check it, right? Right.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Good morning, Tycoon! Yeah!
He shouts, apparently unaware of the time of day. Yeah, good morning. It's 2 AM. I found this real tape. Maybe you can use it to hard up Ike's jam. Give him the fixed Hawthorne 3 tape.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
His voice booms through the church as he takes the tape and attaches it to the empty reel slot. He clicks a switch. The tape starts spinning.
A hand on his ear. He listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
His face lights up with delight. No, actually I found it tangled up in the Hawthorne tree. What do you mean?
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Ready. Oh. Okay. It's much louder and it has a little bit of a melody in it.
Wow! Here's that! The signs match perfectly!
He wipes his brow. Oh, the signs match? So maybe now the Noid will talk to me.
Now if only we had the beat for the full assault! It would be unbelievably hyper!
The beat for the full assault.
Intriguing. The way I see it, Van Eyck based his remix on some famous original piece, like a folk song, something local. Seems you found an initial part with the main melody.
Did I?
I think it's just happenstance.
Yeah.
Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
He nods to his friend behind the turntables.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key.
Okay.
Something mysterious is going on here.
Maybe Arno van Eyck lives around here and just threw a part of his song away because he thought it was shit. No, Andres got it right. Sounds like a local song remix. No, I agree with Noid. It's just luck and Egghead's incredible mixing skills.
Be how it may! If it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
He pumps his fist up in the air. Fought gained, Arno van Eyck. The +1 interfacing. The question won't leave you. Why did the melody line from a broken and discarded tape fit perfectly in this song, played by some speed freaks in a frozen tent? Can't be a coincidence. Maybe it's the hand of the man machine himself in his attempt to craft a perfect song. Maybe Egghead is actually Arno van Eyck in disguise. Egg? Egg? To be honest with you, I don't want to do it. Like... Yeah, maybe later. Like, this doesn't seem that important. Oh, and also, I have many thoughts that I like didn't internalize. Let's just... I think I will start hoarding the points for the checks. Like, those are fun, right? Don't get me wrong, but they don't do that much. Some of them do, but most of them don't. I don't think, like, it's only 50 minutes. I don't think Arno van Eyck will... Yeah, later. Let's worry about that later.
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Andre looks back at you.
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
I think it's good enough the way it is. Adding that melody has already been a massive improvement. It's pretty hardcore now. Honestly, nothing springs to my mind right now, but I will see if I can come up with a solution down the lane. Proceed with that. Of course, number 1.
Yo, the warrior! The warrior of dance music!
Okay.
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it's not hardcore.
But it could be hyper
Hardcore, I'm sorry.
Hardcore.
Yeah, of course. I had my nomenclature mixed. Sorry, I had. Alright, goodbye. So,
I see you here again.
what about now?
Offside, man. Nah. You heard
Okay.
me.
Alright. I thought maybe, like... Egghead said something about the signs being better because of the melody, but... I guess they are not. Right. Let's go... sorry, not that. Oh, inspect the traps. The last trap was empty. Return to morale and worry with the news. Yeah, let's do that. Make Van Eyck's jump harder core. Help Egghead with the beat. This may take a while. Okay. Yeah, let's inspect the inspect the jobs. Let's teleport to the whirling in rocks. What about you? Do you have anything more to say?
Hello again.
Nope. And then, after we confirm that everyone is asleep at Whirling, we will go back in here and check the church out. Yeah, map. Oh, almost everyone is asleep, but Martin Martinez isn't.
Hi again,
Some reason.
Gendarme.
Hi. So you never sleep.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Bye-bye. Smoker on the balcony who's smoking the Whirling in Rocks. And yeah, everything is dark. Yeah.
Can I help you?
Okay, also I wanted to redo the check in Classius room, but well, let's see if we can like go into it, get into it. We can, great. It's an electrochemistry check from what I remember, so... right. Clothes. This. Or this, it doesn't really matter. This. Yeah, this. And that's all. This was the check, I believe, like 97% check, and I failed that. I got a double
This
once.
medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an
Okay, now it's
old
92%.
toothbrush and
Chemical hangover +1. Is there something more interesting here?
a bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
To be honest with you, I will not take drugs, so I don't really care about that either way, but okay. What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man.
Yeah.
Just what you were looking for. They
I already
call it
have
dextroamphetamine and talk about
From
psychological
Kuno.
disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Peptide.
Preptide.
Preptide.
A euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
Okay.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Just take it in plain sight. Take it in secret. Told Kim about it. Sweaty hands. Interfacing. Can I close the cabinet and like prepare for that? Interfacing. So yeah, I don't have any pluses to interfacing from what I can remember, but I have minuses on me right now, I think. Maybe it will lead to something funny, yeah. What is the minus? Interfacing. Oh, I don't have a minus. But I should have a +1 here. No, I don't because of the glow. Yeah, okay, I'm stupid. Sorry. Sorry about that. I thought that something was cancelling this check out, but apparently it didn't. Right, and this. And this. Yes.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs.
Search.
There it is. The orange.
Okay,
sun
42%.
blister
Take it in
pack.
secret.
You dropped it. Smack dab in the middle of the floor. There it is. Orange as a midsummer evening sun. Or the lieutenant's bomber jacket. Wow, that's unbelievably orange. Anyone can see that. It's practically effervescent.
Pick it up, but secretly.
The lieutenant tries to keep his eyes on the door, but the Preptide bottle sounds like a rattlesnake. It's basically a percussion instrument that you're stuffing into your pocket.
Fuck.
Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now.
Okay, that was funny. I'm glad we felt that. Close the cabinet. Right. Speed, Saint Baptiste Preptide. The bright orange medicine bottle declares the brand name Preptide in a sunny, happy manner. Someone has lost the bottle, but who cares? Yeah, like, I'm not really that worried about Classy not getting it, right? And also, is she, like, not asleep anymore? Can we talk to her? Maybe I can tell her that I stole her Preptide. And also this, I think we did that already, right? Yeah, to the fullest. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, she's not here. So where the hell is she? She's not in her bedroom, I don't think. I mean, maybe she is. I didn't see her there. Yeah, she isn't here. Okay, that's interesting. Classy went out somewhere. Maybe she escaped. Because I didn't arrest her. Right. So that's it here. Can we take fast travel? No. You only can do that outside. I think I like this melancholic version of Whirling on Rocks song the best. It's great. Just listen to it, man. I'm practically a shrink minus the diploma. The ambience of it all. The lights of the window. Everything is dark here. He never sleeps, apparently. And he never sleeps also. Great. Great. Okay. So... Right, I wanted to go into the church, right? And yeah, because Morale is sleeping right now. And let's see what's inside.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Open the padlock with the key.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
Daughter nods at you. Pull on the doors.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area.
Oh.
Its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes.
Okay, that's interesting. Maybe because it's like the kind of the same ambience. Like it was very abandoned there, and maybe this seems like an abandoned building too.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Okay. A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Alright, I will do that if you tell me. What's here? This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Let's zoom out. More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Okay. Something to do with radio frequencies. Interesting. Two decks of reel-to-reel tapes spinning on empty. How much? Okay, 13 more points. 23, I'm sorry. A portable Harmon Walshy tape recorder. Huh. Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty.
She almost looks like a Jesus. This is like, yeah. This is Dolores Day, right? So she's an equivalent of Jesus Christ.
This is her innocence, Dolores Day.
Okay.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Nope.
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicolored eyes on you, inspecting you, as if under a microscope.
Look up. No.
As that bitter thought passes through your head, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder with 3 fingers.
Make the same gesture. No, I'm not doing that cross either.
Good call. She left us all in the shits. Don't give her a single thing. Just stand there in the apricot-colored light of the window, secretly grinding your teeth. The woman smiles her distant smile, unmoved, struck in half by the crack in the glass.
This is Dolores Day.
The old woman in the village was right.
He looks around.
This must be the Delorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of this place? Of the place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it.
He lowers his voice.
It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials.
Les Sept Sœurs.
We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps?
He looks at the machinery lying around. Encyclopedia. How did I know this is the mother of humanism? Read The Great Innocence. Okay, in the visual calculus, reconstruct the cracked glass. 92%. Yeah, I could add some bonuses through clothes, but it is fucking tedious, isn't it? 92% is good enough. Let's go with it.
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
So basically a Jesus Christ.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
Wait, what exactly is an innocence? I've read a book, but it was fuzzy.
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A tyrant?
In a way, and innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the ground up to accommodate innocent rule should it coincide with our time.
Innocence, like she could do nothing wrong. That's fucked up. Or maybe not in that sense. Maybe innocence in some other sense, like she's innocent. Okay, it's still fucked up. Let's continue.
And innocence is infallible.
Yeah.
The decisions made by one are not decisions.
Yeah.
They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. And innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
So basically a god, an elected god on Earth, or goddess, I assume, and like, I don't know, some equivalent to pharaohs in ancient Egypt that were treated like gods. Okay, is one in office now? I hope not.
No, we are alone.
Great. Great, I'm happy. Okay, when did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty, draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
Where is this coming from? Right, better not go poking any further. Okay, what else? Was she smart? Where is this coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away.
Okay, for some reason my ex something reminds me of Dolores Day. So that's why it's like Inland Empire is giving me a warning here, I think. If I go further, then maybe I will get a hit to my health or to my morale. But I have like remedies for that. So yeah, I want to go further. What else? Was she smart?
Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
Wow, or I don't care. I don't like either of those options. But if I have to choose between them, then it will be I don't care. Like, okay, she did many great things, but treating her like a god for it is fucked up, man. I don't care.
Okay. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her. She was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
Okay, right, great. So basically, like, I don't know, an equivalent to Jesus's holes in his hands and his feet from being nailed to the cross, right? Or something. She even has the, like, maybe not the same, but very similar hand gestures to some Jesus statues.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. I repeat, her lungs started glowing. Do you care now?
I want more. Do I? Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
No, was there something bad about her? I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day. Constantly surrounded by her terriers, she was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
What happened?
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity.
So my hunch was kind of right, she was a piece of shit.
Suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity.
Yeah.
She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacific, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her.
Lieutenant Yefreiter, you've stood there for over 5 minutes.
The lieutenant's calm voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
She's somehow connected to the case. Is she? Glowing lungs, that's fucked up. Yes, it is. Yeah, I was thinking for 5 minutes. Glowing lungs. That's fucked up. Just standing there for 5 minutes and doing only that. Nothing, just look around. Just looking around. She's beautiful, she's not human. Yeah, war criminal. Okay, number 6 or number 2? Okay, glowing lungs. That's fucked up, man.
Yes, glowing lungs are quite unusual. After that one time, they have not been reported to glow.
He takes his glasses off to clean them.
You know, this church, the coast, we shouldn't linger.
Okay.
Finish what you came here to do and let's move on. This isn't a good place to get lost in.
Visual calculus, reconstruct the cracked glass.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. And a text. A light motif below them both.
She isn't that beautiful, and yeah. Okay, maybe I'm predisposed to disliking her, so I won't like comment on anything regarding that, but yeah, not fan of those kind of religions, definitely not. Of most religions, I don't think. But it's just me, maybe. What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown.
Okay.
A motor carriage, a gunshot, someone falling into it, or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break.
Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
The motto, what does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau. And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
I have no idea what this, what that means.
After life,
okay.
Death. After death,
all right.
Life again.
Thank you.
After the world, the pale.
Oh.
After the pale, the world again.
Okay.
This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this isola, the insulindian, on human thinking, a tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
After life, death, after death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. Alright, that's interesting. So the pale will not be like the end and that's it. After the pale, there will be the world again. At least, you know, when it comes to that text. Interesting. Very interesting. Lieutenant, this used to say after life, death. After
death, life again.
He nods.
After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
What is the RCM motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
Cool, not very feminine. I like the other one better. I like this. Puts the fear of God back in the... Okay, now number 4 is not even funny. To be honest with her, I don't like that this motto is connected to the religious organization. So I would like... I'm happy that the police isn't like overtly religious. And I would like to keep it that way. So justice, union, prudence, and force is, yeah, it's a macho thing, but it's better than having, you know, having been connected to a religion, I think. But the motto of this religion is much cooler than this shit. So I'm having a dilemma here. Cool. Like the other one better. I do, and it's like when it would stand on its own, not being polluted by this religious context, then yeah. But because it is, then I don't like the other one better. Number 4 is just stupid. And number 2, it's not very feminine.
Not at all.
Okay, step back.
The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
Turn away. Alright, so that's all.
The mother of...
Yeah. What's this?
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer.
Mm-hmm.
And this time it's already turned on.
says the lieutenant, stepping closer. He seems cautious around the machine.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in doomed commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Fell mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Sorry about that. Wait, let me just investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Press play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good evening. Votre accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Fortress Accident. This is the. I think this is the same name. Like in the doomed commercial area.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's not clear whether she recognizes your voice. I looked inside the car, but the tape on the filament just said log February to March. For this accident, like the one in the doomed commercial area.
I have two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
So this is on this is Saint-Brun, right?
Saint-Brun.
Yeah.
That's the church.
Okay.
And Rue de Saint-Ghislaine? That's the doomed commercial area.
Yeah, they pronounce it Rue de Saint-Ghislaine or something like that. But I think it's a Ghislain. Maybe I'm wrong. Like Rue de Saint-Ghislain just sounds better in my opinion, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't really speak French. The lieutenant gestures around him.
Anything else I can help you with?
I looked inside the car, but the tape on the filament just said log February to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Oh.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hand? Is it my birthday? This is the police piece of. I think this is the same dialogue like in the doomed commercial area. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Is it my birthday? And she will say still no.
Still no.
Yeah, this is the same dialogue. Okay. This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged
The voice
to
recites.
protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. Unless we want to wait for a month.
This is the same dialogue, right?
Now, can you please repeat the password?
The voice in the machine asks again. She sounds cold in the damp air. I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Okay.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Let's try again. I think I may have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Do I?
Let's look around.
Yeah.
There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Okay, I don't know.
Received. Fortress accident. Is there
Thanks.
anything else
I'm finished with this call.
Sleep well, Fortress accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Press play again, yeah.
The speaker comes to life.
Good evening.
Yeah.
The machine's keyboard.
Press
is
print.
Nothing happens.
Okay, leave. So you have to like look around first. Yeah, let's not run. What's here? Oh. Mask Bangers Red Brogues. +1 to empathy. A spider has spun its web around the wood-carved pillar. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Could these wires work as a contact microphones? Contact mic! Great. A prayer book has been left open.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore.
By the way, I look so fucking cool, don't I? With this hat. Like a cowboy. with my face darkened. Kim also looks pretty cool. This is a cool scenery, I have to say.
Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums.
Interesting.
You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Well, what the hell is going on? Stamp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Turn to Kim. What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
So he doesn't hear me.
Can you hear anything?
Yeah. Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this. Can't hear shit. Number 2.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
I don't think it's acoustics, man. Yeah, acoustics don't work like that. Like, okay, I'm not an expert, but I had some experience in the musical field, a little bit. And yeah, acoustics don't work like acoustics are about how the sound, how to say it in English? Roznosić się. Wait a second. Roznosi się. Yeah, spreads. Sorry, I blacked on the word again. How the sound spreads. That's what acoustics about. It's not about not having a sound. Like, there's no way to, once you produce the sound, to magically... at least I'm not aware of a way to do that. To just stomp the sound down like it's not existent in some part of the room or something. Yeah, that's not how it works. Again, I may be wrong. I'm not fucking expert, but from my experience, holy shit, it's not a strange acoustics, man. What if it's something you know what? I mean, paranatural. Maybe not strictly paranatural, but it's probably nothing just our imagination. No. Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us. Yeah, number 3.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
This isn't acoustics, my man. You try to rationalize it, but it doesn't work like that. Look up into the bell tower, I think.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
What if I don't want to know what's up there? Perception, sight, challenging. Try to see beyond the shadows. 83%, okay. Good enough chance, I think. Great. Not a good roll, but we still passed it. Okay.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
Okay, a crabman on the ceiling.
Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
Follow the shadow's movements.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Okay, an animal would explain things.
Officer, is there something up there?
The lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is you are seeing.
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
I'm not seeing fucking anything. Blink. Oh shit!
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, maybe it's still an animal. Like a monkey or something. What the fuck? So the crabman is real, it turns out. Yeah. Okay, I had the suspicions that, Asel thought it was real. I don't think she was lying to me, and I had the suspicion that maybe she was on drugs or something. But I don't think I am on drugs right now, so... Okay.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
It looks like a statue or something. And also, what the fuck is this noise? Hello?
The shadow is a man. A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently. The crab man.
Yeah. Hey, who's there? This is the police. Show yourself. Say nothing. Be quiet for now. Are you the crab man? Say nothing. Be quiet for now.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry. Everything's gonna be all right. You come to the right place.
Scared little pussy, Holmes. Are you going to talk to me about Al Ghul?
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock.
Okay.
There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershaw.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love.
Oh.
And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
Oh, so religious thingies. No, thank you.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
The lieutenant whispers to you quietly.
Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Yeah, I guess... Shish. Great. Narrator just, like... pronounce the shish. Like, in a great way. Okay, yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem, and it's been getting out of hand lately, but... Oh, hell no. Run away. Number 2, I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Oh, yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
His eyes remain fixed on yours. I'm doing just fine, thank you. Okay, fine, I'm struggling. But you don't need to lecture me. I know what I need to do. You don't know me. You don't know what it's like. There's something white pursuing me. Something white. White and very sad. Okay, that's a weird answer. This conversation is making me uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else. I'm doing just fine, thank you.
I know it's hard to admit that you got a problem. I was like you once. Couldn't take an honest look into my own heart and see I was in pain.
Okay.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
For some reason, I feel like you have a point there. Adjust your tie. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof. What is this shit? You know, alcohol is central to my identity. If I wouldn't drink, I just wouldn't be me. This is stupid. I don't even know what this is. That's all well and good, but we need to talk about the unlicensed occupation of ecclesiastic property. Right. Adjust your type. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof. What is this shit?
It doesn't matter who I am, Way. I'm just bringing you the message of the mother's love.
Yeah, okay.
She
Stop
don't
with
want
this
you
shit.
to hang yourself on your own stubbornness.
His words echo in the cold air of the church.
This is the church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game?
Okay.
Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Okay, normally I throw people off with my weird shit. But apparently right now I am thrown off my game. You must be the crabman.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's more like a spider. So yeah, they didn't want to use Spider-Man. Maybe it's trademarked or something. If you're not a crab, then what are you? Sorry, you just weren't moving like a human. Hey, it's your neighbors who came up with this name, not me. To be fair, it's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams.
He pauses.
It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
He considers this for a moment. What were you before you became a crabman?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
Shake your head. So many people losing their memory. A certain portion of doom. I lost my memory too, and it haunts me. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me. Start again from scratch. Not really. Like the shit you did before are like lingering and catching up time and time again. So you used to be in a gang, but you don't really remember it. Sounds convenient.
Convenience has got nothing to do with what goes on up there.
He gazes up at the ceiling.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Yeah, that was a nice move, really.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Okay. Do we have a brochure? So we forgot that thought. My name's Harry. Extend your hand for a greeting. My name sets me apart from my fellows. How often do you meet a for Ambrosius Costello? It still goes on. It still goes on. Great. My name is Harry Dubois, and my place in the world is Lieutenant Dabbery Freighter. I don't do names either. Names are out. I don't care what mine is. Of course we're going number 2. My name sets me apart from my fellows. How often do you mean Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau?
Don't think I met one yet, Holmes.
He studies you silently for a moment. The lieutenant raises his eyebrows and coughs. I think he kind of laughed a little bit. Okay, I made Kim laugh with this ongoing gag. Finally.
That was him suppressing the chuckle.
Yeah, it was. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration.
He nods towards the ceiling.
I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
This mother of silence, you mean her? Point to the window.
No. There's a new god in town.
Oh, okay.
And she can be painted or sculpted because she has no limb or even a face. She is the end.
So I thought he was like a fanatic of Dolores Day, but I'm guessing he is not. he has like some new religion.
She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me.
Okay.
But I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes. And no one ever will.
To be honest, if that's the case, then how do you know that she is a she? That's one. And second thing, I like this idea a little bit better. Because... like, if any religion is true, then it would be reasonable to assume that no human being can know how it looks like. No human being can know how the god should be presented. And really no human being should be able to understand it, really. And thus, no human being should be able to impose their religious will on others. Because if there is something beyond, we are too stupid to understand it. So I like this idea much more than like traditional religions. Yeah. What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
Okay.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Faith is kind of a drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot.
He shakes his head.
But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
I mean, it's not impossible. Maybe not with a literal hangover, but with emotional one, yeah, sure. I think love might have been my drug of choice, and I think I'm still hungover from it. I am, but I don't want to say it. I guess you have a point. No, let's agree to disagree. Okay, I was being insensitive, sorry. No, let's agree to disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it. I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Okay, that was a weird line. Like, he said the same line twice. I think they kind of... yeah, this is from a recording booth, and the voice actor just said it twice in a slightly different manner. Like, one after the other. And they forgot to cut it in the right place. That's okay. That's like a minor... Like, if there are some bugs or minor, like, not really bugs, glitches, or... Those are not glitches, those are just mistakes. Audio mistakes, really. Then they are really minor. So, yeah. Okay. And also, what I wanted to say. I know it will take time to sweat it. Yeah, you're belittling me. And my opinion about religion. You are convinced that you will persuade me, and that it will only take time, and I don't even need to sweat it, because he will take care of it. Yeah, fuck you, guy. Nope. I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Seraph? Can you sing for me? Sing for me something. It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence, yeah? Singing is good. I'm a bit of a singer myself. Number 2. He laughs.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart.
Okay.
You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
How did you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, Way. It didn't belong to me.
Are these your shoes lying around here? Show him the red brogues you found.
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
He looks at the red brogues, that's how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. In your hand.
These shoes look pretty dapper, actually.
Right, I had the other questions.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
He responds, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Okay, that's weird. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside? Right?
Yep.
I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Wait, do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny.
Okay.
And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
So, what do you think about the nightclub that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
But if this is like the place of the Mother of Silence, then it would go against it, wouldn't it?
Might even be nice to have some company.
Okay, that's fucking contradictory as fuck. Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa.
He laughs.
Don't know, Holmes.
I don't know what this means, unfortunately.
Viejita is grandma?
Oh, wait, so there is another person living in the church. And it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young.
He scratches his head.
Or maybe not that young.
Okay.
Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
Wait, what if it's Ruby?
Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
The lieutenant seems to be thinking the same. He takes out his little notebook.
You mean like a fugitive?
He glances at the abandoned radio computer on the other side of the nave, pulsing with light. Then he shakes his head.
No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cared much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machines.
I see. And where is she now?
The lieutenant seems contented with that answer.
I told you, Holmes. I don't know.
Right, thanks. I'll see if I can find her. How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings.
Okay.
Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you've got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back. Or...
He shrugs.
Or search through her radio computer.
Oh, have you by any chance heard the viejita say the password to her radio computer?
Too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
Just tell me what's the password, step closer. No. Yes, it's for the first-degree murder investigation on Martinez. Yeah. Honestly, I just want to break into radio computers, see what's on it. Number 2, it's for the first-degree murder investigation.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
Thank you.
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Okay then, thanks.
I think we're done here, Essay.
Great. The figure crawls off into the darkness above. That was a fucking weird... it wasn't as much as of a weird conversation as some other weird conversations that we had. But the circumstances of it were weird as fuck, right? Like, what he was talking about wasn't that strange. But the fact that he's a fucking crabman is.
That was an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
Okay. Right, so let's explore further, I guess. Oh, and I started running right now. Yeah, I don't care about the Dolores Day anymore and not respecting her. What's that? A scarf? Mask Banger's Silk Scarf. +1 to pain threshold. Great. Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A figure drawn in frost on the window, depicting a deer. Okay. Can we like do something else here? No. What's this? A cracked pane of glass, colorful. It came from the stained glass window. Still has letters on it too. So that's it. Okay, and when I go here, there's this weird fucking noise. It's kind of unpleasant to be honest with you. Yeah, alright. So let's enter the radio computer password.
Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
No, I don't remember anything. I don't want to discuss about this. To think about this. Goodbye. What?
You have the Headless Falcon Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
What? Look around. Win who back? I can't win her back. She's not that historical figure.
Don't be so pessimistic. Love doesn't die that easily. This isn't funny. You have a bad feeling about this one.
I should, yes. This is a task of mine now. No, fuck it. Either it's about the religious figure, and I don't like her that much, or it's about my ex something, and I would like to forget about her too. So, yeah, let's forget about this.
No, it would have been beautiful.
Okay.
Really tiny, thoughtful, clever.
Great. Let's not do it.
The mother of...
Right, the password then.
The machine's keyboard is still... Nothing happened. The speaker comes...
Good evening.
Let's try this again. I think I might have the right password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
After live there.
I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Interesting. Okay.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks. That's all.
Sleep well, Fortress accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a wheel of static.
The machine's keyboard is still...
Print.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the printout.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in.
Okay, at the church, those... Okay. 4th of February 51, so like 1 month ago, because now it's March, right? It's either March or May, but I think it's March. Right.
The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago.
A month ago, so it's March.
Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
His eyes wander to the various machines around him. Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esca series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up.
Okay.
Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
And again, it's Sully Swaff. The L with the like a line through it. It's W. So it's Sully Swaff. Still, I never fucking heard that name before. It's really original, but it sounds Polish.
But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though,
yeah,
they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
He adjusts his glasses. Artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are all those people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business.
Yes.
The one we saw in the Doom commercial area.
Yep.
They must be our former co-workers.
Read the 5th entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
He strokes his chin.
Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Read the 6th entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
Yeah, about this thing. The lieutenant looks to his right, towards the silence. Read the 7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind.
Okay.
It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
It isn't an architectural quirk. Like, you... Not having a sound is not possible, really. When it comes to architecture. Like, maybe in the void, an artificially created void of some kind, but you can't do it in a normal, like, in a normal building. Yeah. But what could it be? Look at the water basins behind you.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them.
Read
no
the 8th.
ripples.
Read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again.
Yeah, the same one, right?
Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
She must be describing a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Read the 9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse.
Okay.
How Martinez of her.
That's me. I was the one who broke into the radio computer, and the storekeeper must be Plisson. Okay, I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office. Yeah, can't do anything about it. The zookeeper still doesn't want me, okay? Thinks I'm... Yeah.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
Oh, come on. Nothing happened.
No. It was a great idea.
Yeah, it was.
You're learning things.
Yep.
This is how you learn things about machines.
Read the 10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Oh. Hello. Suna, the programmer. She kind of looks like Mikołaj Kopernik. If you don't know who he is, just Google him. Yeah. Okay.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
Wait a minute. Okay, right.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
I can assure you I'm an expert circuit blender. I'm not breaking into your computer, I'm using it to access coalition military data links. Yeah, okay. Number 2, we're looking for a suspect in a murder investigation. We thought they might be hiding here. We're here on a side case representing certain music venue organizers. We're not just breaking in. I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity. Let's go number 1.
There are no coalition military data links. And even if there was, you couldn't access them over a civilian network.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. Okay, I'm actually trying to locate the suspect in a murder investigation. I thought they might be hiding here. I'm with RCM, so you see.
No one's hiding here.
I mean, that's a lie. There is this one guy that is hiding here. Kind of hiding here. Crabman. She barely Tiago, right? What's his name? She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
No, it isn't just you.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
The lieutenant whispers. Right, you know what? I have to end it right here, but don't fret. I just have to like go for a little bit of a break, like half an hour of a break, and because it's 9 PM right now CET, but at 9:30 PM CET we will continue our stream for another, I think, maybe 3 hours or something to that effect. So yeah, I just want to play Disco Elysium right now and like finish this game. So that's what's on our agenda today. Thank you very much for watching this. If you're watching this on YouTube, hi. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, when we finish with Disco Elysium, I plan to do a critique video about it. Like I plan to write a script. I plan to montage that. So that this will be a YouTube exclusive content. So look out for that. Yeah, if you want to catch me live, just go to my Twitch page. It's down in the description. It's HadGamesTV, the same as my YouTube channel. And in my Twitch page, there's an extension that counts down to my next stream, to when I'm next going live. So regardless of your time zone, you will be able to see when that is. I also like update my Twitch schedule, so you should know when my streams are happening. And I think that's it. Yeah, see you in half an hour. I'll be right back. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.